Hello and welcome to the BBOL's first week of the Little League Season 6. We are here, Jasmine, Siren. Have a little look at the teams, see who we're dealing with. First week, very interesting, and some great players too. We look at Jasmine, Lindsay Felgate, Zena From, Fred Benson, Anna Goudreau, Sonia Hagen, Molly May, Lena Eng, Robbie Bucko and Ramona Bennett. Looking over to Siren, Julie Dunkel, Jessica Watersas, Sophie Meyer, Mo Von, Lisa Crockett, Alexis Weiss, Gwen Sears, Ingrid Dalman and Ronnie Dobbs. I imagine this is going to be a pitches game. It's going to be a Crockett versus Bennett. Crockett a little bit better with the pitches, a little bit better with the hooks, but I do think, realistically, Ramona Bennett also has the heater, so a little bit more variety when it comes to the pitch. I think that'll be handy. Lindsay Felgate first up onto bat. Lindsay Crockett is just going to drop the hooks in bottom corner. Lindsay, big hit straight away. It is going over. Jessica Watersas with the grab. Nice and simple. Jessica Watersas, absolute beast. Will be incredible over on the field. Great all-rounder. Fred Benson is up next. Fred Benson, a big power hitter. 95 on the power. Right hook, down bottom corner. Fred Benson, strike. Strike bottom corner. That's one strike. Lisa Crockett switching the corners. Bottom corner left hook. Another strike. Fred Benson left frozen. Lisa Crockett right hook. Bottom right hand corner. Alternate the corners. Fred Benson. It's a hit. It's a line drive straight over to Gwen Sears. Gwen Sears will not get there, I don't think. It's close. But Fred Benson will make it to first. Zena From. Huge batters in the lineup straight up here. Left hook. Left bottom corner. Zena From with the strike. Little bait out there, just on the bottom outside of the box. Lisa is going to go again. Very 1-2, 1-2, left, right hook to these bottom corners. How long can he keep that up? That is the question. And that's a ball. That is a ball. Siren is on defense. The names at the top. Siren and Jasmine will alternate. If their name is at the top, it means they are currently on defense. 2 outs now for Jasmine, and it is Lisa Crockett against Anna Goudreau. Bottom corner. Ooh, unlucky there with the foul. Close one, very close. The alternate between these bottom corners is insane. I wonder if Siren is going to switch it up at all. I'm a little concerned this will be figured out eventually, that it is going to be the bottom corners back and forth. Right hook, Lisa Crockett. It's another strike. 2 strikes on Anna Goudreau. Anna's not a bad hitter either. Great all-rounder. Fantastic all-rounder, actually. That is a big hit. Anna Goudreau going over. Julie Dunkel will not get there. That right there is what we call the Anna Goudreau eye. Not Anna Goudreau, the Julie Dunkel eye. All 12 eye. Julie Dunkel looked up at that ball and she saw that the catching circle was the size of a crop circle and decided she was not going to be able to get to that. Lena Eng on 2 outs. Lena can do a solid line drive. Dangerous position here. Someone on third. That's a second strike. Lena needs to get something from this. Great opportunity to get a first point on the board. Does not happen. Great pitching there by Lisa Crockett. Those hooks putting in work. Lisa doing okay for the juice. Getting him out. Up next is going to be Jasmine on defence, and Siren will be going first. Julie Dunkel, Jessica Watersas, and was that Sophie Meyer? They've decided to go all their power players nice and early. Looking for momentum, maybe? I'm going to say it's a momentum build. Ramona Bennett. Straight in with the heater. Going for the heater first. Ramona Bennett has 60 heat. It's not bad, but 72 on the hooks. Ooh. That's a good hit. That's a good hit. And that is long. That is gone. Julie Dunkel will take the first home one of the Little League Week 1. 1-0 to Siren. Julie Dunkel, arguably the best player in the game. Between Julie, Henri, obviously they are both clones of each other. I personally prefer Lindsay to Dunkel, but I think on average most people will say Dunkel is probably one of the best players in the game, if not the best player in the game. Good start, great way to build tempo there for Siren. Up next will be Jessica Wassasas. I see they haven't really set their batting order. We will look as they play, and we'll see if their batting order has changed at all. Ramona Bennett, that's a left hook to Wassasas. Nicely done, great pitch. Going in, Ramona Bennett. Jessica Wassasas at the heater, that is out. Not falling for that one. It's a good read. Ramona Bennett going in again with the left hook. Wassasas with the foul. I think that was aimed more towards the outside of the box. Heater. Nope, close one. Not falling for it. Jessica Wassasas on 2 strikes, however. Bennett, that's a... oh, excellent pitch. That would have fooled me. That would have fooled me. I would have aimed exactly the same place, not going to lie. Sophie Meyer up next now. This is where Sophie would be really good if she can go ahead and level this up. It is 1-0 at the bottom of the first to the Fishers. Good strike straight on the bottom of the heater. Ramona Bennett with the hook, that is wide, that is optimistic. Heater down the bottom. Actually, that might have been a slow ball. Sophie Meyer is going to grab that. Oh, Ramona Bennett is not going to grab that. We'll get there anyway. A nice pickup there by, I believe, Fred Benson. Big Mo is up to bat. Big Mo, of course, 86 power. Only 5 speed, but enough power, especially on parks, that he could launch it over the field if he wanted to. He is going to hit. That is going to be a foul. Another one at the top. Just close ball. Think I would have swung at that one. It's a good read. Bennett trying to get everything out with these hooks. Ramona Bennett at the bottom. Move on. Another strike. Another strike. Great couple of pitches here. Move on. Bottom right. Move on's going to get hit there with the line drive. Move on. Running over to first. Okay. Molly May deciding she doesn't want none of that. Spike to the floor by Ramona. It doesn't matter. Ramona wasn't going to get there anyway. Not with 26 arm. Molly May. Was that the eye? Was that the aggression? Probably the aggression. Only 25 aggression on Molly May. Probably decided she did not want any of that. Lisa is up. Lisa's a funny one because Lisa only has 67 power, but she can hit it. She can hit it. She definitely scored some home ones last season. Obviously KC, H-Leaguer, big fan of Lisa Crockett. 2 balls on Lisa. It's a hit. It is a foul. And Ramona Bennett going down from the on the right. Strike. Great strike. That was really good. Left side. Great hit by Lisa Crockett. That is going high. It is... oh, gets the catch, but does not quite get there. And a good draw. Somehow, that not being a catch. Alexis Weiss is up to bat. Alexis Weiss, 88 power. A lot of potential here. On the left, that's a bait. Alexis White not going to fall for that. Alexis Weiss. Vice. Another ball, 2 balls out. Alexis Weiss baiting. Baiting and waiting. Ramona Bennett coming in, waiting for it. That's big hit. That is a special pitch. The spitball is out. That needs to be caught. That needs to be caught. That needs to be caught. It is not caught. Morvon is running. Morvon is going to get a point on the board for the Sirens. Is Crockett going to run a second? Crockett is going for it. Alexis Weiss. I think Lisa was going to get there. I think Lisa could have got the point. But playing it safe, Lisa stuck in no man's land here. The back and forth. In this situation, you have to consider whether just taking the out. They are going to take the out. Do not want to outjuice Lisa by too much. That is your pitcher. Over to Siren on defence. And it's 2-0 to Siren and the Fishers. Ramona Bennett up to bat. Ramona Bennett, probably the only person on Jasmine's team who isn't particularly scary. That is a great hit though. Jessica Wassasas is going to get the catch. Wassasas is playing out of her skin so far today as we are at the top of the second. Sonia Hagen is up. Lisa Crockett will bait out. Not going to work. And will take the ball. Sonia Hagen, another great example of an all-rounder. Line drive goes out. Lisa takes it right to the face. That's a concussion. Straight away, and he's 6 months out of action. Bobby Bucko is up next to bat. The left hook. Straight into the corner. Siren has the type. He likes these bottom corners. Has to be said. And again, high and wide. On that one, or low and wide, shall I say. I don't think that was a bait. I think that might have been just a dodgy pitch from Crockett. Sophie's going to grab that. Could be an opportunity to get 2 here. Not quite. Sophie doesn't quite have the arm to get to second quick enough. But it is an out nonetheless. Jasmine is on 2 outs. I am going to make sure that throughout this recording, I am going to say Yasmin and Jasmine, because I don't know which way you prefer it. I assume it's Jasmine, but I know a lot of people called Jasmine who say Yasmin. I don't know if that's an accent thing. I don't know if that's a British thing. Molly May, big hit, going out. Jessica Wassasas might get to the fence. Oh my God, that was... Alright, Gwen is going to get there. Robbie Bucko is in trouble. It's a back and forth. He slips. Bucko, you do not want Big Mo chasing you. That's at least £350. That is a big child. Lisa Crockett. Back to Alexis. And Bucko, you are in trouble. Bucko, Alexis Weiss will get Bucko out for the inning. Lisa Crockett has took 1 to the face. Wassasas has also took 1 to the face. As I sip my coffee as we go into the bottom of the second. Gwen Sears, 69 power. Screaming line drive was got. If the way that works is if a special pitch is thrown, such as the spitball that was thrown by Jasmine, if the batter manages to get to the base, it will reward them with a special bat. That actually kind of puts the question forward, is it worth it? Is it worth throwing special pitches? I don't throw special pitches because I don't think it's worth it. Maybe at the bottom of the 5th when the game's about to end. I think that's pretty much the only time for me personally. But some people will use them and use them a lot. And I'm like, hey, if you're brave enough to do that, then more power to you. Ingrid Dahlman, not a bad hit. But we'll get the foul. I believe we just saw another great catch in the outfield there by Jessica Wassasas. 2 for the first out. Ingrid Dahlman is sitting. is chilling. Not taking that one. Not taking that one either. Ingrid Dahlman is on 2 strikes. Ramona Bennett, left hook. It's a hit. Not the biggest hit in the world, but it will get there. Ramona Bennett is getting to first. Oh, that is... Wow, wow, that is really unfortunate. That is about as close to a foul as it gets. That is unfortunate. That's unlucky. And with that, the 3 strikes. Damn. Ingrid Dahlman going to feel like she got hard done by on that one. It was a foul. It was a foul, but it was close. It was close. Wonnie Dobbs is up to bat. He's a little guy, but he's got big aspirations. And with 86 power, why not? First strike. Definitely skips leg day, Wonnie Dobbs. But that's okay. You don't need legs when you've got that power. He's squaring it. It's a big hit. Wonnie Dobbs is launching it. It is high. It is very high. And that is a home run for Wonnie Dobbs. And Siren is going to make this 3-0. A close one. A very close one. Did that hit the fence? I think we can argue that hit the fence. That probably should have bounced back in. But such is the way of backyard. It does happen from time to time. Lena Eng did her best to catch it, but not to be. If Lena Eng was a 4 height there, does she catch it? Maybe. Maybe. It's up in the air. Julie Dunkel already on 1 home run. Trying to add to. That is a great pitch. Great bait out. Can she add to the scoreboard here? Jasmine is currently on defense. Ramona Bennett, left hook. Not a bad hit, but will get the foul. Siren sitting on the screaming line drive. And that is 3 strikes, and Dunkel is out. Ramona Bennett says Julie Dunkel, more like Julie Dunkdon. As we go into the top of the 3rd, we are back to a reset for the batting order. Lindsay Felgate, Fred Benson, Zena from. Lisa is juicing a little bit, but not terribly. It's not awful. Lisa Crockett 78 on the stamina. Ramona Bennett 89 on the stamina. So these guys can pitch. We might even see Lisa and Ramona go all 6 innings. I definitely think we will Ramona. Lisa, we will see. It depends how the strikeouts work. That is a hit. Spiked onto the ground by Lisa Felgate. Lisa is going to get there with 8 running. With a spike to the floor like that. She'll get there. Fred Benson is up next. It's just a matter of reading these pitches now. Lisa Crockett and Siren very much have a routine. White corner, left corner, white corner, left corner. Not really touching anything else. Now Lisa Crockett can literally only do hooks. She has 0 for slow ball and she has 11 for heater. So she is absolutely reliant on heaters. So if I was Jasmine in this situation, I think I would definitely consider hugging the corners, hugging the sides, because that is where the hooks are going to go. Generally, people are not going to throw hooks directly into the centre. Lisa is starting to juice out now. Benson, another foul ball. He's fighting it. This is Fred Benson versus Lisa Crockett here. It's a big one. You're asking for a lot with that little juice. Another foul. Fred Benson, 84 contact. Not quite managing to get on there. Left hook, bottom corner, and left. And Fred Benson is out with that little juice. Lisa Crockett having an incredible game. Up next is going to be Zena from. And Lisa Crockett with the juice. That is huge. You could not have wanted that at a better time. Really unfortunate for Jasmine here. And looking this match back, I watched this match obviously live. This is not live. This is obviously a recording. I just remember looking at it, and I didn't realise just how in routine Siren is. Top, bottom, what, like, Felgate's going to get that. Sophie is going to take out Xena. Xena, of course, 5 speed. Anna Goudreau. And 2 outs. I think if Anna gets a good line drive here, am I just running? I'm considering it. Lindsay's fast enough. She can definitely go ahead and give that a try. Lisa Crockett, right hook. Second strike. To the left side, Anna Goudreau. That is a ball. I feel like this is almost RP. This is almost RP here by Siren. Lisa Crockett does seem like... And that is out. Anna is out as we go into the bottom of the third. Lisa seems like the type of person who, if they're going to pitch, they would do it exactly the same for every single pitch. She seems like she's very, you know, no nonsense. This is where I'm going to pitch. If you don't like a coach, that's unfortunate. Jessica Wassasas is up next. Wassasas having an incredible game. Don't let the strikeouts fool you. On offence, not being the strongest. Had a bit of a rough game on the offence, but on defence, incredibly solid in that centre field. Ramona Bennett dropping the left. And that is a great pitch. Jessica Wassasas 2 strikes. Ramona Bennett going in as well. And that's a big hit. Is that going to stay in? It is not. That could have been a home run to lower the deficit there for 3 strikes, and Wassasas is out. I say lower the deficit. It is Siren currently up to bat. I will get there. This is the first week. This is not something I do regularly, but something I will be doing regularly, so I will get more comfortable as it goes on. I did used to do a lot of commentary. I used to do League of Legends tournaments way back when, but right now, that is straight into the arms of Sonia Hagen. And it is over to move on. 2 outs. But we are not playing League of Legends. We are playing a real competitive sport. We are playing backyard baseball. Ramona Bennett. Heater. Morvan cannot get to it. 2 outs. Morvan still up to bat. Left hook, not going to happen. Not going to fall for the bait on that one. Big Mo, 1 for 1 today. The heater down at the bottom is a hit. Foul. If that was a bit further to the left, maybe even slightly outside the box, I think that would have had a lot more power to it. Would have had some oomph. Second ball. On 2 strikes. Move on. Ramon Bennett left. 3 strikes, and that is out as we go into the 4th inning. Not a bad match so far. If you look at the hits, it's a great example of just how it goes with backyard baseball. Same amount of hits, but Siren just been a little bit more clinical with the batting. If you can bat, the hits don't matter. As long as you can get there, you can find that sweet spot. Big hit, Lena Eng. Jessica Wassasas over in the centre, and Wassasas is cooking in the centre field. Left, no crumbs. Lisa Crockett. Left hook, Ramona Bennett. Going to get the strike. Everyone on Jasmine's team is pretty fast, with the exception of Molly May. They're all 6s and 5s. Fred Benson, Lindsay Felgate, the exceptions. But if they hit good line drives, more than capable of getting onto base. I said during the predictions, or at least a review of the Little League teams. Siren's team is ridiculously strong, and it is. It really is. Line drive, going to hit the floor. Might have even been a grounder there. Sonia Hagen, Moore throws the ball. Lisa, where's Lisa? Where's Lisa going? Where was Lisa going? Lisa decided she would rather spear Sonia Hagen than actually go for the ball. Did Moore throw that at Lisa? Or was it a spike on the floor? I think we'll have to watch that one back. Two foul balls. Wobby Buckle, 29 contact, so the foul balls will come. And the third strike, and Wobby Buckle is out. Now this video doesn't have sound. I am adding in background sound because I am literally, when I record this, I am watching this on the Discord, like little streaming thing that they have, and I'm getting whatever is shown to me, and there was no sound. So it's not a big deal. Like I said, I've added a bit of background baseball ambience. Unfortunately, it's the best I can do. Not all the games will be like this. Some of them will have sound. Just on this occasion, I kind of has to cast it as it's being given to me. Ramona Bennett, left hook. Lisa, big hit over, and that is a grab. That is a great grab. By Anna Goudreau. Was that Anna Goudreau? Actually, no, it wasn't. I'm pretty sure that was Xena. Over on third. Yes, it was. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. Yeah, it was Xena. I don't know why it took me so long to figure out. Alright, good. Alexis Weiss is up to bat, 2 strikes. 88 power. It's a hit. Oh, it's a pop-up. It's a stinky. Wobby Bucko is going to grab that. Not a problem. Gwen Sears up with 2 outs on the bottom of the 4th. Ramona throwing the left hook, bottom corner, foul ball. Looked like that had some huge oomph on it, especially with someone who has 89 power. If that was a line drive, sweet spot, that looked like that could have been a, that might have even been a line drive home run. That's a heater, straight down the middle. Freeze ball. Sneaky by Jasmine. Catches Gwen off guard. So here we are, top of the 5th. Molly May, Lindsay Felgate, and Fred Benson are up. An opportunity. It needs to come around about now. You don't want to leave it until that last inning. If you want the deficit to be levelled up, get some points back. Now's the time to do it. And Molly May is more than capable of doing exactly that. 87 power. Foul ball. 45 contact for Molly. Left hook to the left. It's a big hit. It's a very big hit. Is Ingrid going to get there? Ingrid does not get there. Molly May only has 4 speed. Can Molly get to second? No, playing it safe. Ingrid, of course, 74 arm will be enough to get there before Molly can get there with 4 speed. Lindsay is up next though. Lindsay is going to get the hit. Sophie is not going to get there. It's a spill by Lisa, but Gwen will get there. Lindsay, go back. Nope, we're fine. Good recovery there. Going back by Lindsay. Sophie will get the out, but with 4 speed, it is what it is. We refer to that as sandbagging. Having a slow player that gets to first base kind of guarantees you the out for the second player. At least for someone. If you want to start a tempo and get multiple people on base, in theory you do not want a slow player being the first person out, because they will slow up the rest of the team. Crockett with the left hook, and that's a 3rd strike. Fred Benson is out. And Lindsay is sitting on first base. Kind of been the whole thing with Jasmine for this game. Lindsay has been getting on the bases, but It's getting those solid line drives that can give her a chance to run and truly make the most out of that 8 speed. Xenofrom, big hit, very big hit. Wassasas, and Wassasas is locked that centre field down. Onto the bottom of the 5th. Siren is up to bat. Ingrid Dahlman choosing to bat from an open position. Has Jasmine been batting and not Jasmine, has Siren been batting from an open position this entire time? Great strike. Great strike on the left from Ramona Bennett. Second ball. Ingrid on 2 balls. 3-0 right now, bottom of the 5th inning. The Fishers currently ahead. We will be relying on the top of the 6th. Jasmine's last chance to level it up. It's a hit by Ingrid Dahlman. It's high. It is very high. It will stay in. And that's a great catch. That is a great catch by Jasmine. Sonia Hagen grabbing that one all day. 89i. Really coming up trumps there with the 80 coordination. Wani is here on 1 strike. Wani could potentially bring this out of sight here if he gets the hit. Not doing it. Ramona playing very well here, getting the hooks out. 2 strikes for Wani Dobbs. And it's a heater, bottom corner, 3 strikes, baited out the hit. Wani falling for that one. Wani's hating life. He's hating it. He's crying. Sally's not going to care. But that's just Sally. It is what it is. Julie Dunkel. Final opportunity on the bottom of the 5th. Another bait out. Julie Dunkel not going to fall for that one. Of course, still has a screaming line drive. That's scary. Ooh. It will be a foul though. I think you hit that closed. I think that one's a flyer. On the left, second ball. The pitching area, of course, looking huge for Julie Dunkel because again, with that 12i, it's not very accurate with where the ball's going to land. I definitely would have swung at that too. Bottom left-hand corner. Giving Siren a little bit of her own medicine there with the bottom corner. 3 balls. Julie Dunkel is going to get the walk. Very dangerous. Julie Dunkel with the walk. That is 9 speed right there. And Jessica Wassasas 0-2, but clearly the fielder so far of the game. Dunkel is going for a steal. It is a ball. Dunkel is gone. Robbie Buckle is not going to get there. Robbie Buckle throws to second. Nope. Not going to get there. Not with 9 speed. And Dunkel is going to do that for fun. The screaming line drive is coming out. Wassasas is hitting it. And that is flying. Catch that one straight over to the back of the centre field. And Dunkel's speed. She is gone. There's nothing you can do about that. Nothing you can do about that at all. It's like, what's the play there? It's accept that Dunkel is going to send that home. Unless you can catch it. Screaming line drives can be caught, but is it likely? I wouldn't say so. I would not say so. I certainly haven't. I'm sure there's a couple of H-leaguers who have probably managed to catch it, but not for me. There's H-leaguers, hell, there's junior leaguers that can hit fireballs. I am not that guy. 2 balls, Sophie Meyer, 2 outs. Not going to get there. That is a questionable pitch. That is high. Sophie Meyer, 100 power. That is high. That is very high. That is over. That is over. And that is over. That brings it to 6-0 for Siren. And I think with that home run, I think that might just bring it out of sight. It's possible. We still have the top of that 6th inning, but 6 is a lot to overcome. It really does depend on what that batting lineup looks like going in to the top of the 6th. But that home run was very much needed. Mo Vaughn looking to make it 7. Bending a baseball bat like that is wild. Mo still has the screaming line drive. Could use it here. He's not going to get a chance to use it again. But perhaps. Oh, that's a good hit too. That's a really good hit. Is that going over? It's very close. It bounces off the fence straight back in. And somehow, that is not 7-0. Bounces off the fence back in. And Fred Benson gets knocked to the floor with Lena. Crockett with the foul. Mo Vaughn is currently on base. It is 5 speed. Mo's trying it. He's going to get there too, I think. Yeah, he gets there. Robbie Bucko. 78 with the arm. It's not quite enough for a catcher, I don't think. For a catcher, you really do need that 80-plus arm. To truly get the value. 1, 2 strikes. Lisa Crockett's still in. Ramona Bennett is going to drop Fireball straight down the centre, saying, do you know what, that's enough of that. Let's get you out of here. Pitcher versus pitcher. And we're at the top of the 6th. 9 hits to 8. Very close, but again, it just comes down to the quality of the hits for this game is what's deciding it. So, this is Jasmine's last chance to get it. She is, and Lisa Crockett has juice again. Despite already being on full juice, the left hook. Bottom corner. Anna's not going to get to that one. Right hook. Top right hand corner. Second strike. Anna frozen solid. And the 1-2-3. Lisa Crockett. Excellent performance today up at pitcher. Is going to take that one. Lena Eng up next. Lena, she needs to hit. She needs to hit here. Just so we can get multiples. It is a hit. It is going straight to centre. Is this Wasasas? Is it Wasasas again? Wasasas spills it. Where Wasasas L? There's certain names in this game that are an absolute nightmare to pronounce. Wasasas is one of them. But we do our best. Lindsay Felgate. Lisa Crockett taking another hit directly to the face. Those glasses must have triple glazing to still be on her face at this point. It is 2 outs now. Sonia Hagen is there. Gwen Sears straight to Gwen. Is Gwen going to do it? Great pitch. Sophie grabs that. Great throw. And that is 6-0 to Siren for week 1 of the Little League. A great match both ways for both players. I just think it came down to the quality of the hits. Lisa Crockett, I'm going to have to... Do I give it a Lisa or do I give it a Wasasas? Who was your MVP there? For me, I think I'm going to give it to Wasasas as the MVP for that match. Lisa Crockett, fantastic on the pitcher's mound. But Wasasas, I think, played out of her skin. Really played out of her skin. Okay, I hope you all enjoyed that. That was Jasmine versus Siren, week 1, to kick off the Backyard Baseball Online League for Season 6. And I will see you guys for another match in week 2. Thanks for watching, guys.